y'all. Let's get into some Drake. Let's get into some Drake. Let's get into some Drake. My God, Drake just won't stop, Willie. Drake. This dude won't just go away. Drake, why you won't just go away, man? Make your songs and go away. You got a song on the chart. It's charting. I think it's 3 or 2 right now. But you want to play this sue game. What's up with the lawsuits, bro? Why? Light skin niggas. Why? You know what I mean? Like, why? What is going on? I don't even want to talk about it, man. But Drake has expanded his defamation lawsuit against UMG, alleging that Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance of Not Like Us defamed him by implying he's a pedophile. Now, although this explicit term was omitted during the performance, Drake argues that the insinuation was clear and damaging. Now, I want to know, is this a case of defamation or is it protected artistic expression? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Because Kendrick Lamar's performance, it wasn't just a performance or a music, like a musical performance. It was a cultural statement. Over 133 million viewers viewed that Super Bowl halftime show, making it the most watched Super Bowl halftime show according to Billboard. The performance had symbolic gestures and a closing message of game over, signaling a victory in his battle with Drake. Also, to me, had more other overlaying tones in it, right? Now, using that massive platform to address personal feuds, will that set a precedent in future performances? Because I don't even think that's what he did. I don't think Dot went up there to use the Super Bowl just to, to add more fuel to the fire. I mean, did he take some pot shots? Of course he did. Yes, he took some shots. But that wasn't what the Super Bowl was totally about when he did it, right? No, that's not what it was about. Was not what it is. Now, this legal aspect, it brings up questions about artistic freedom. It brings up questions of artistic freedom, and it's crazy because UMG is siding on the side of artistic freedom, and it seems that Drake is not. That is what is blasphemous to me. UMG has denied Drake's allegations, suggesting that he's misusing legal action to cope with losing in a public rap battle. I mean, it's as clear as day. It is as clear as day. To me, anyway. Now, some people will ask, do you think that diss tracks should be immune from legal repercussions, or should there be accountability? I think if we're talking Drake, he stepped into that. He provoked it. He signed his name on the dotted line to engage. There is no defamation. Why would there? What defamation of what? You came at me, I came at you. There was a victor, there was a loser. That's it. That's it. Now we know throughout this whole thing, we had media personalities. Conan O'Brien did something. He added Joe Budden into the suit as not like I'm suing Joe Budden and Conan O'Brien, but using them as saying, see, even they're talking about it. They know. They think I'm a pedo too, right? Is media's involvement Is it fueling the feud? Is it adding fire to the game, or is this just part of the game? I think this is just part of the game. Look, when you're as high profile as Kendrick and Drake are, and y'all engage in a public rap battle, public media will talk about you. That's it. That's just what happens. Excuse me. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, this feud also shine light on the artist-label relationships. Drake's lawsuit against UMG, which is his own label, raises questions about loyalty and business ethics in the music industry. Right? It does. It really does. What is, especially when you have two of these people on the same label, what is supposed to happen? Right? What is supposed to happen? You dissing Kendrick, Kendrick disses you. I'm just gonna sit back until y'all are done. Until y'all are done, I'm gonna sit back if I'm UMG, right? I think that's logical. I think that's logical. But now you have to ask the question, can artists even trust their labels to have their best interests at heart if conflicts arise? But when I say conflicts, I mean a conflict of interest. But the thing, you can't even really word it that way as a conflict of interest, because Drake kind of stepped on his own shoes in this instance. So he had a conflict of interest within himself, not UMG and Kendrick. Like, this is all him. This is all him. You know what I'm saying? This is all him. So, you know, to really, it's really crazy when thinking about this situation with Drake, man. It's really, 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 really crazy. And I want to bring up this article because this article kind of goes through it a little bit more. So let's bring up this article and read through this article real quick. Share my screen. Now, this says that Drake is denied. I'm sorry. Drake says Universal promotion of Kendrick like Not Like Us at the Super Bowl and Grammy show intentionally defamation, new legal papers. Drake has filed an amended complaint in his defamation lawsuit against UMG over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, stating that the label used Lamar's wins at the Grammy Awards and performance of the song during the Super Bowl halftime show to further promote the single and damage his reputation. We already talked about that, right? Now, the amended complaint filed on Wednesday, reviewed by Variety, expands the January suit from 81 to 107 pages. He just keep adding and adding and adding. We talked about the Super Bowl situation, 133 million people, including millions of children who had never heard the song before or any of the songs that preceded it. So they acting like nobody heard Not Like Us. It was the first one, will hopefully be the last Super Bowl halftime show orchestrated to assassinate the character of another artist. This is all coming from the amended paperwork, right? The complaint alleges that Lamar purposely excluded the word pedophile during the Super Bowl performance, and that on information and belief, he would not have been permitted to perform unless it was omitted from the lyrics. I'm going to call cap, BS, or whatever you want to say, because if that was the case, they just would have said, don't perform the song. Don't perform the song, or don't perform that verse. He didn't have to perform that verse. He could have did the last verse. The last verse really probably would have went just as hard. Right? They're going to say that this is because nearly everyone understands that it's defamatory to falsely brand someone as a certified pedophile, reads the complaint. Drake's team asserts that UMG knowingly negotiated and promoted the Super Bowl performance after the initial lawsuit was filed, thereby causing intentional harm to Drake. Say what now? Say what? Drake's counsel also points that Not Like Us, which won Song and Record of the Year at the 2025 Grammy Awards, was played during the telecast and televised to 15 million viewers, which would have not happened without UMG's consent. They note that audience members and audience sang along to Not Like Us during the telecast, but the Grammys YouTube page excluded it from a subsequently posted clip. I'm telling you, I cannot talk today. Additionally, they state that UMG CEO Lucian Grange high-fived and hugged Dr. Dre, while Not Like Us played through a post-mortem YouTube clip of the high-five doesn't include the song. Yeah, Lucian high-five Dre. They making money. It's also worth noting that the initial complaint, Drake's attorneys accused UMG of conspiring and paying unknown parties to use bots to artificially inflate the success of the song on Spotify. Drake's counsel based the accusations on the appearance of an unknown person who said on DJ Academic's live stream that Interscope, Lamar's label, paid him via third parties to use bots in the days following the song's release. That was debunked. But I'm not going to sit here and act like bots aren't used or record labels don't go out and look at what's going on with Drake right now. Drake put a whole marketing campaign, which was smart, to go out to YouTubers and make user-generated content with his song Nokia. That's smart. That is smart. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened with Kendrick. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened with Kendrick. Bots, I don't know. User-generated content, hey, it's a vibe already going on. Y'all keep this going. Here you go. Right? Now, the amended complaint generalizes these accusations, removing specific references to the stream and instead claiming that UMG was aware that third parties was using bots to stream the recording and turn a blind eye despite having the power to stop such behavior. So first it was Spotify, iHeartRadio, Payola, and bots. Now they're saying, and that UMG was part of that. Now they're saying UMG knew about it and they just turned their back. So which one is it? Y'all don't know. Y'all just fishing. Y'all don't know what's going on. When Spotify and iHeart showed y'all the books and showed y'all, hey, we ain't got nothing to do over here with the trash y'all talking, you had to amend it. Now you change it up to, well, UMG turned their back. They let it happen. Come on, man. Which one is it? Now, in a statement to Variety, Drake's lead attorney, Michael Golieb, partner Wilkin Farr and Gallagher, said Drake's amended complaint makes an already strong case stronger. UMG's PR spin and failed efforts to avoid discovery cannot suppress the facts and the truth. With discovery now moving forward, Drake will expose the evidence of UMG's misconduct, and UMG will be held accountable for the consequences of its ill-conceived decisions. Really? Really? UMG say, really, dog? Really? Is this what you really want? You really want discovery? Drake? That's what UMG is saying. You really want discovery? UMG went on to issue a statement on their own. Drake, unquestionably one of the world's most accomplished artists and with whom we've enjoyed a 16-year successful relationship, is being misled by his legal representatives into taking one absurd legal step after another. Remember, just a couple weeks back, UMG already ethered him. Now they're coming back with another verse. In Texas last November, his counsel instituted a legal proceeding with much fanfare and bluster. On Monday, they quietly dropped the case. In New York in January, Drake's counsel filed a defamation lawsuit, fearful of being sanctioned by the court for asserting false allegations. Tonight, they amend the complaint to withdraw them, only to add more baseless allegations. 2 weeks ago, his representatives celebrated a win, in quotations, the granting of a routine discovery motion. That win will become a loss if this frivolous and reckless lawsuit is not dropped in its entirety, because Drake will personally be subject to discovery as well. As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for. UMG ain't playing with this dude. Drake, you sure you want to open that door, cuz? Buddy, you sure you want to open that door? Are you sure you're ready for that? UMG said, come on, man. Be careful what you wish for. Don't tell no lies about me. I won't tell truths about you. Kendrick told you. Now, both Texas and New York proceedings are a front to all artists and creative expression. Should his legal representatives sincerely keep the New York lawsuit alive, we will demonstrate that all remaining claims are without merit. It is shameful that these foolish and frivolous legal theatrics continue. They are reputationally and financially costly to Drake and have no chance of success. Drake initially filed his lawsuit against UMG for defamation and harassment in January, accusing the company of spreading the false and malicious narrative that he is a pedophile via Not Like Us. Among the claims made in the initial suit, Drake claimed that UMG knew Lamar's lyrics and images in the song music video were false and dangerous, that it chose corporate greed over the safety and well-being of its artist. In March, UMG filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit, stating that he was only taking legal action because he lost a rap battle. Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salve his wounds. This is what UMG said back in March. Earlier this month, Drake made some progress after the judge denied Universal's request to stay the discovery process, clearing the path for Drake to request access to documents, including Lamar's contracts with the label and compensation and incentives like salaries and bonuses for Interscope CEO John Janik and other executives. As part of the legal process, UMG will also be making its own discovery request. This is about to get nasty, y'all. This is another case that I'm be following. I'm be giving y'all update after update after we finna go in. Diddy and Drake. Diddy case, Drake case. We got some stuff going on, man. And that Drake case is right around the corner. We're going to see what, I want to see what fall out the tree when they shake it. I want to see what fall out the tree when UMG shake it. Y'all talk to me, man. What y'all think on this matter, man? What do y'all think on this matter? Do you think that he should chill? Do you think Drake should just drop this case because UMG knows what's going on? They got the receipts, and it seemed like Drake don't. Y'all let me know. Talk to me in the comments. Beat it up in the comments. Talk amongst yourselves, man. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me know in the